Hey guys, welcome back to Not Gonna Lie, and I have a very special guest. We have Kirsten here. Why are you so awkward, bro? So actually, we unexpectedly matched outfits today.
Yeah.
I wore yellow kanina, and she said she was supposed to wear yellow, and then
Yeah,
now
because she sent me a photo and then I was like, I was supposed to wear that. And then so I changed it to white and then now she's wearing white.
yeah,
So
we're
we're
just interlinked.
matchy.
We're
Yeah.
interlinked. So I'm sure everyone knows about Kirsten. So Kirsten, to those who don't know you yet, give a little introduction.
Hi guys.
Come
I'm so
on.
shy. This is my first ever podcast guesting and it's with Ghana, so I'm really comfortable, but I'm actually like shy because there's other people around here also. But yeah, my name is Kirsten. I do lifestyle content on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. I also do YouTube sometimes. And yeah, I'm glad to be here.
Yes. Okay. So let's give them like a little story about how we met.
Okay.
So we met through Monica.
Monica, our
Yeah.
common friend, yeah.
So Monica had a brand deal with this restaurant.
And Intramuros.
Intramuros, yeah. She got there late. Why did you go there late?
I think I said yes late because
okay.
like I was shy to meet you.
Ay. And then
'Cause
now
I've
now
heard
we're here.
stuff about you na before
mm.
meeting you.
Yeah.
And so I was like intimidated to go.
Ay.
At the time I wasn't really like social.
Yeah, actually, Kirsten, like our friendship, like really blossomed throughout the year. We actually, I would say
It's
we're pretty
unexpected.
close.
For
Yeah,
me, it is.
honestly. So before anything else, how would you say your friends would describe you?
I think my friends would describe me as someone in the group who's the most
Like a mom, no?
yeah,
Yeah, you're the
The
mommy,
most-
bro.
responsible, caring when it comes to like when we go out and stuff.
True, yeah. I can agree.
Like masika
Yeah.
for friend.
Very hands-on.
Mm.
And speaking of, I feel like Kirsten and I clicked because we both started living independently.
We're in the same condo.
Yeah.
But now I'm leaving.
I know. So how's your moving process so far?
I'm moving like few days from now.
Mm.
So it's very stressful and I'm so glad I went to this
wow.
before going there.
Yeah.
Before moving.
Sakto yung timing, no?
Mm.
Okay, so how's living alone for you? Living independently pala. What has the early adulthood been like so far?
I've learned so much than I expected and like so much hardships that I didn't
Ooh,
know
yeah.
that I would encounter in this early age. Like balancing my finances. I'm not really good at that.
Oh my god, same.
Cedric knows that. My
No,
boyfriend.
literally same, bro.
Dude,
Like-
I'm not really good at balancing my finances. Like, I always overspend.
Ako din. Sometimes when you get paid by a brand, parang gastos agad, and then
Yeah.
you're like, where the fuck did it go, bro?
And you have other priorities to like
Yun nga
pay
eh.
for. And,
Yeah.
But so far, living independently, I wouldn't go back to living with my family.
Why?
That's how it is for me. My
Yeah.
environment, you know, like,
Mm-mm.
and I like being by myself.
Oh yeah, valid.
Yeah.
Yeah, valid.
I feel like it made me separate the things that are going on at home, the noise at home,
That's
when
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
living alone. Yeah.
What do you think are things people don't talk about enough when you're solo living?
How hard it would be to like sikaso everything on your own. I feel like what most teenagers, I would say teenagers
Yeah.
most don't think about much is how they would survive. Like
True.
like your interview with
Rakim.
Yeah. When you said na learn how to cook and like,
Yeah.
stop ordering outside, blah, blah, blah.
Dude, I'm the complete opposite of that. I'm such a hypocrite na I gave advice. I actually talked
And you
about this
don't
in the
actually
first
do it.
episode. Yeah, it's hard kasi. Like, but then at the same time, I feel like it was good na I gave that kind of advice because I also lived through it na parang I felt like the hardship of what it's like if you don't learn certain things. Actually, cooking, planning out your meal planning, meal
And
prepping.
cleaning,
Hindi
you
ko yun
know.
kaya. Hindi ko yun kaya. That's
Yeah.
not for me.
So I
Pero-
feel like it would be best to, before you live alone or before you like move out of your family house, you have to be able to like grasp everything and
yeah,
like
acquire the skills.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you can learn it in the process, but it would be easier if you. Sorry. You would learn it in the process of living alone, of course, but it would be easier for you if like you're ready before you do it.
True. I agree. So, diba you mentioned kanina, you prefer living alone rather than being with your family. So, how do you think your family life or like your childhood shaped the way you are with like your relationships or like friendships? Okay, let's give her some time to think. Kasi for me, when like growing up, I grew up mostly with yung mga kasambahay ko. And
yeah.
my mom was like very absent. Pero I don't resent her for that.
Wait, because she works or?
Yeah, because she works,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
And I would say na that made me end up depending a lot on people, like friends. That's why I would say I'm very high maintenance.
Yeah,
diba?
yeah.
Parang, hindi ko kaya na.
You would always want to go out with your friends.
Yeah, that's why I always ask you, bro.
Yeah.
Like, let's do this, let's do
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
let's go here, go there. And yeah, I feel like when it comes to friendships, yun nga, I'm very high maintenance. Gusto ko yung, I would see them as often as possible. And ayun, when it comes to relationships naman, I feel like I can be a little bit too dependent on a person. Which
My God, same.
yeah, which is not really,
Same.
it's not that good, pero
It's not good.
yeah.
Like, if it gets too much, it gets to a point.
It does, yeah, it does.
It is nice to be like, to feel like you can depend on your person. But if like it gets too much, like, well, me, I grew up with a separated family, like since I was probably like 6 years old. So I don't know. I feel like it affected everything in a good and a bad way. Friendship, relationship, because I had that experience at a young age, at a very young age.
Yun nga.
There would be times that, kasi my setup with my family was, so I lived with my mom first few years of them breaking up,
Yeah.
and then every weekend we'll go to my dad.
How
But
was
then like my mom lived in Manila, my dad lived in Bulacan,
that? Oh.
and then now, like since grade 3 to grade 12, we lived in Bulacan. I have one brother, and then every weekend I'll see my mom. But
hirap na.
yeah, it is hard, and parang it made me realize how hard it is to choose a partner, because like my parents having kids and all that, and they still like broke up.
Oh nga,
You know, that's
yeah.
I feel like that's
scary,
why I'm
no?
yeah, it is. That's why feel like I'm really picky when it comes to
That's good.
yeah, it is good. It is good.
But yeah.
But it kind of like it's scary sometimes.
It is. Well, that's why, yun nga, it's good that you're choosy with your partner, because this is the person you're gonna spend like the rest of your life with, or like majority of your life with. So you really need to have like yung morals nyo, dapat it's in line.
Yeah, it's in line.
Yeah. And I don't know. I mean, like, how are things with you and Sad right now?
So far, morals in line. Wouldn't be with
Tumatawa
him if
siya.
it's not.
Tumatawa siya.
But yeah, like growing up, I didn't really tell people, like the friends that I meet, that I'm in a broken family. It doesn't really feel like a broken family, because my parents are very good at co-parenting.
That's good. That's good.
They
And
are.
I
They
think
are.
a lot of parents, they don't really know how to do that properly.
Yeah,
Kasi
yeah.
syempre, resentments build
Yeah.
up through time. So parang mahirap din eh. But
Parang
that's good.
for me, I would rather have them like separated than like to. Kasi there are some parents na they would stay together even if they don't want anymore because they have a kid.
Yeah,
I feel like
yeah,
that's
yeah.
so much worse. They were really young when they had my older brother, like our age.
Oh,
Our
really?
age. Yeah, like 20,
20s?
21.
Oh my gosh. Early nga.
Yeah, so
That's
like
so early.
it makes me think so much about my future, because what is happening to me like right now in my family is because of what they experienced.
Yeah, yeah,
So I don't
yeah.
want to repeat the same thing anymore.
Yeah, of course. I mean, like, you've learned from it, so I think you know what to avoid rin eh. So I think that's good na...
Like being stable in all ways. Like
yeah.
I don't know. It's just there's good and bad.
Of course, there's
Sides
good
of
and
it.
bad in everything naman. Yeah. So, in relation to that, why do you think na what you said about like, parents co-parenting, the resentments build up because of whatever reason? Some parents, they separate because of infidelity or like siguro like fall out of love na. How do you think that's like for our generation? We're almost at the age of getting married, bro.
Yeah.
Like, come on now. How do you think people in our generation would be co-parenting? Do you think they would be good at it?
I've never really thought about it because it's not an option for me.
Okay, valid.
I don't want to
valid, bro.
co-parent.
Yeah, valid, bro, valid.
Parang the thing that I said a while ago, like I experienced so much bad stuff when I was a kid. Now I don't want my kids to experience the
what
same
you
thing.
did.
Yeah. That's why I'm very picky with who I want to marry.
Of course.
Like,
of course. Yeah.
It's because of I always think about my future, like my kids' future. I don't want the same thing to happen like ever again.
Pero, I think people like Gen Zs, I feel like they would be pretty good at co-parenting.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Very open-minded. A lot of people, our generation, open-minded kasi. But at the same time, I feel like a lot of us hold grudges. Rin. I feel like I'm one of those people. Yeah, that's something I actually really want to unlearn, holding grudges, because I don't think that's like good, especially when you can't do anything about certain things. Parang you have no control over everything, gets ba? So I feel like that's like something that I really want to let go of, holding grudges. Ikaw, mag-grudge ka ba?
No.
Really?
I'm a very forgiving person.
Wow, she's forgiving. Okay, I need to learn that from you, bro. This is exactly why we're friends. You know, Kirsten and I, we're like the opposite.
Oh my god, yeah, we are the opposite. No, tell them.
So like, she doesn't like sweets kasi. And ako,
Yeah, I don't have a sweet
like,
tooth.
I have sweet tooth, bro. Like, dead ass. I always need a sweet treat after I eat. I can't not have a sweet treat. Parang, it
What
feels
else?
incomplete. Oh, when we went to Amano, we were gonna order pizza. Tapos,
Pizza and pasta.
yeah,
Not the
pizza.
same.
sabi ko, what pizza do you want? She was like, I'm G Any. And she was like, how about you? I was like, oh, I'm G Any also. Basta hindi white sauce. And she was like, oh, I'm G Any. As
White
long as it's
sauce?
white sauce. So I was like, wait, why are we like baliktad? We're like the same but like opposite at the
Yeah.
same time.
With style also. When we went to
yeah.
Rockwell, diba, I saw
Yeah.
these cute bags. Like we were passing by and I was like, that's so pretty. She was like, where? That's so ugly, bro.
That was like
Super
a very
opposite.
straightforward pa naman.
Yeah.
And like, it's just so interesting na.
Oh, and also,
Mm.
very opposite in a way that you don't let people take advantage of you. Like you know how to say no.
It's good to have that balance, Ren, in your life. You can't always be like a yes man or like be a people's pleaser. People's pleaser. People pleaser.
People pleaser.
Yeah, people's pleaser.
People pleaser.
Yeah. I think that I didn't really have that, like the problem of being too much of a people pleaser.
I feel like me also naman. I know how to say no to people close to me. In public, I'm like super shy.
Gets.
Yeah.
I think namana ako sa mom ko. Because my mom is very straightforward rin. Malakas yung personality niya. And of course, with that kind of trait, you need to be very careful about what you say, how you say it. Because some people might get offended. And I've had like situations ka na parang people are like, just chill. Or like they think I'm not serious. Because sometimes I speak so sarcastically and I don't realize it. Actually, last night lang, I was in, this Japanese restaurant. I forgot the name. Pero, yeah, I was with my friend. Tapos, we were gonna pray. Tapos, I led the prayer. And you know, I'm not that religious, diba?
You led the prayer?
Yes, bro. I'm a changed woman, bro. Gulat siya,
You
guys.
led the prayer? No, I've never ever seen you pray or like sign of the cross or anything religious.
No, pero, yeah, I led the prayer, bro. And then, like, I was like speaking and sabi niya, be more serious naman. I was like, I am serious. Like, what do you mean? Because I was like, okay, let's pray. Like, in the name of the Father, of the Son, Holy Spirit, Amen. And I was like, okay, thank you God for this food. But siguro, that's why, like, sa tingin niya na sarcastic ako. Pero, it's just how I talk.
Yeah, that's just how you talk, yeah.
Parang, it's also because I feel like I don't really have a close relationship with God, which is something that I do want to explore.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? No, I thought you were like super close to it, like off, like.
Oh, like not open.
Yeah,
to it?
yeah.
No. I'm like okay
Oh,
with
that's
like
nice.
religion is not like a sensitive topic naman for me. It's just that my family is not religious. Because everyone in my family, we're all Buddhist, but I don't practice Buddhism. Like I don't know much about Buddhism, but I know more about like being Catholic and Christian
yeah.
because yun nga, I grew up here in the Philippines. I studied in a Catholic school, so parang yun dun ako nasanay.
I feel like the things that you will learn from the Bible is just the same things that you learn in fictional books or like whatever like motivational books. But the difference is it's all in one book. You know? Like it teaches you perseverance, respect, love, kindness, everything.
Yes.
But like just some people syempre it differs kung ano religion mo talaga eh.
Yeah, tama.
But that's how I see the Bible.
Oh, really? Ako, yeah, I would say like the Bible is like a self-help na rin,
Yeah,
no?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, there's so many lessons to learn from it, and there's also like, you know how people have different connotations to like certain sayings, like they could like interpret it in different ways. I think that goes for the Bible as well.
Yeah.
Like kunyari yung mga like verses about love, you can also like imply it to family,
Yeah.
like to friends, ganon. So yeah, that's why like it's very interesting to me, and I never thought that this day would come.
Dude, same. For you.
No, legit, bro.
But I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah, bro, I'm changing like for the better, bro. because you know how like we all have like a past that we're not that proud of, and like
of course.
there's like just certain things that I feel like could use some changing, and I think that I'm at the stage in my life where I just
You're
want to be at peace.
embracing growth.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
And that actually opens up this topic that I want to like talk about with you is like, why do you think people take things so personally?
Okay, personally, I take things personally. It's based off how it's delivered,
Oh,
like tone,
yeah,
like
that really matters,
how you
yeah.
tell me and shit. Oh, sorry.
No, go last.
Sorry. But yeah, I feel like it depends on how it was delivered, and also it depends on, okay, what you say, of course. Kunwari, what I told you, and then you're gonna look at it in a way based on like your experiences and your
Yes.
opinions.
Uh-uh.
But I think it is very important to like have a good communication to whoever that person
Tama.
is. But
Yeah.
if it's like a not really close to you
Mm.
person,
Mm.
then you should not take it personally, because if this person does not know you well enough to like say things
something,
about you,
yeah.
then don't take it personally.
Yeah,
you
it's
know?
just their opinion.
Yeah,
din naman,
it's just
yeah.
their opinion.
Like how they see things
Yeah.
at the moment.
Yeah.
Yun. Pero I think na there's a lot of people who are much more sensitive compared to others, no? For example, actually, I just
Ashley?
actually
Oh.
Sino si Ashley?
I don't know.
Yung friend ko si Ashley.
I thought Ashley.
No, actually, I noticed like recently, actually, yeah, Kirsten and I have this friend kasi,
Wait, who?
and you'll know,
Ah, okay,
yeah.
okay.
We have this friend who is very bubbly and like just very open in
Oh,
general.
I know.
Pero sometimes I feel like nane-neglect din niya yung personal life niya, no? And then that's why like we talk to her about it. And buti na lang na-realize din niya. And I feel like in moments like that, it's very important to have an open mind.
Open mind, yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah.
Tama. It's important to have an open mind, especially if it comes from like someone you trust, because not everyone is out to get you naman.
Yeah.
Like I agree na when it's someone you're not close to, you don't have to take it so personally. But if it's someone you're close to, maybe that says something about yourself, or
Yeah.
maybe there's something you need to look into, or
That's
like,
also, it also says a lot about who you surround yourself with.
Tama, I agree. Yeah,
Right?
yeah. Because let's say like you are doing something that, let's say, isn't that good, and then like yung mga people around you are just like letting you be. It's like, how is that like beneficial to your growth? No, parang you have to have like a group of people who aren't afraid to like tell you off.
Yeah.
It's for the betterment of yourself, din,
Yeah.
diba? And that's what I really like about my friendship with Kirsten too. Kasi parang when there is something na parang she thinks isn't like sinasabi niya sa akin.
Yeah.
Which I really
We're
appreciate.
very confrontational, I would say.
Yes, yeah. I would say so too. And I think
And it's
that's
easy
good.
to tell you stuff. Like I'm not scared to like let you know that this is like off or this is wrong.
Yeah. That's good. That's really good. And that's what I really like in a friendship too. And I have actually lost a lot of friends because of
Same.
that. Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
But like before, but like.
Yeah, me too. Like before Ren. Because I mean, for sure, we were like pretty young then, and I feel like at that age, like in high school, whenever they hear something negative about like themselves, they think na we're against them na agad, or like we're like may retroactive. May like ano tayo? What's that term? Like friends succeed. There's a term for that eh. Ano tawag doon?
Secret animosity.
Ayun, secret animosity.
Secret animosity.
Retroactive jealousy naman sasabihin ko.
Iba yun, girl.
Iba yun. No,
Secret
yeah, like
animosity,
some
yeah.
people would think na you have secret animosity towards them, pero in reality, like in the side of the person who is confrontational, I just want like what's good for my friend.
Yeah.
Like I don't want them
But
to
they see it in a negative
differently.
way.
Yeah, yun nga. I feel like
That's really like hard.
it is.
But yeah,
yeah.
that's why it's important to like be with people, see things through, even though
Yeah.
like negative stuff.
Yeah.
It doesn't only happen in relationship. It should also be
In friendships.
in friendships.
Yeah, I agree. And I would say that we're both pretty emotionally intelligent. That's very important. Like it's a very important like asset. Like basta
Asset.
being emotionally intelligent is super important in my opinion because especially in relationships.
In relationships, yeah.
Because oh my god, like imagine mo naman na you're not emotionally intelligent.
It's fucking draining.
True. Alam.
It's draining to be in a relationship with someone who's not emotionally intelligent.
It is, yeah. Parang you're gonna have to keep guessing how they feel. And
Yeah.
Parang there's no communication. And
personally, for me, those are the kind of stuff that I told you a while ago that I'm choosy. That's why I'm choosy, because like I need to see like how our bond is. Like I feel like I don't really like wait, how about you? Like do you look at physical appearance more than the
actually
attitude?
no. For me, nauuna talaga yung like how I vibe with the person.
Yeah.
Then dun yung attraction. Like that's where the attraction comes.
Oh.
Pero of course, like it's normal to like find people attractive, ganon, and then like pero I don't know, like in all of my relationships kasi, nag-start talaga siya sa vibe.
Oh.
I've been in 2 relationships and it was always like the vibe first. I got like super attracted.
So like you met them now way before you got into a relationship with them.
Yeah. Like there was like siguro like talking muna or like a friendship. Yung first relationship ko, it was a friendship first. And then like it developed lang. And ayun, because I was in Korea that time. Pandemic pa nun eh. And then when I came to Manila.
Wait, Filipino? The guy was Filipino?
Yeah. This was my first relationship. Tapos when I came to Manila.
Asking like I don't know.
Yeah, when I came to Manila, parang, ayun, like, we started hanging out a lot more, and then dun na
you vibed with him?
Yeah, dun na nag-develop talaga. Pero, of course, like, during the pandemic, when I was still in Korea, we would, like, play games, like, the typical pandemic stuff, we would call, ganon. And then dun na ako, like, I started feeling, like, connection, and then, in real life, dun na naging intact talaga. And then, that's when I was like, okay, I would want to date this person.
Yeah.
And, honestly, I have like nothing but good things to say about him because sobrang patient niya sa akin, which I really admire. And I really hope na, things are going well for him. And I don't think it's easy to be a guy and be super patient. Especially like women.
My boyfriend's here watching. We just looked at each other and laughed.
No, because I feel like women are very complicated.
Oh.
Yeah. Don't you think? Women,
okay, yeah.
Women go through different emotions. We feel things. Like
it
we
is
feel
natural.
Everything. It is very I agree. Pero like, you know how like guys are more of like problem solver. Gusto nila ayos na agad.
And they're so chill.
Yeah. Pero like women, usually most women, obviously like we're more emotional. Some of us would like cry it out.
Dude, I am very emotional.
Me too. I'm very emotional as well.
Do you cry a lot?
I do, bro. It's kind of bad.
Me also.
Yeah, like good or bad. Like I cry a lot. Like tears of joy or tears of sadness. I feel like, yeah. And then, ayun nga, like going back, I think na if you're a guy and you're dating a girl who's very emotional, parang it would open their mind to being more emotionally intelligent as well.
It takes a lot to be with a person who's super emotional.
It does, yeah. There's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah,
we're both emotional.
I am emotional. That's what I'm saying it.
Me too. And like, yeah, like especially if you have like a lot going on in your plate. Syempre, usually girls kasi kukwento nila sa guy nila like, oh my God, I had like the worst day ever. Ito, naging ganito. And then like, they didn't have this one in the store, blah, blah, blah. And then like the guy is like, what the fuck do I say to them? And then,
like you update your entire day.
Yeah, and then when you ask about them, they're like, oh, I just went to school. And then, wala, kumain lang kami ng friends ko. And that's it. And you're like, oh, what did you guys like talk about? And it's like, wala lang, like yun lang. And then like they kwento about like, yung friend ko, like he broke up with his girl na pala. And then you're gonna be like, wait, what happened? And they're gonna be like, I don't know. Diba? Like, I want the details,
it's always
bro.
like that. Yeah. Like sobrang bitin magkwento.
Oo, tama. Ganun ba si said?
Sometimes. Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, I experienced that too. Like in my past relationships, like I'm like, no, I want to know the details. Like, tell me the details, bro. Like, I'm so curious.
Yeah. Tapos and then they don't know.
Yeah, tapos pag tayo, our kwento is like super haba sa kanila.
Yeah, super
may backstory pa, like mga characters.
Yeah.
Usually ganun nga eh. And like, oh, I want to ask you, why do you think?
Wait, what was the question kanina? When I was like answering na like for me, attitude is more important than like looks. That's what I look for when I
Yo, low-key, I
enter in.
forgot.
Dude, because you answered it and I didn't get the answer.
Oh yeah, no, you asked me. You asked me lang like what do I look for first? Like
Yeah.
kung yung face or like yung emotion. Yeah. How about you?
Okay, for me, so with my boyfriend right now, I was attracted to him the first time I saw him. But I don't know him pa eh. I don't know him yet. And it was kind of awkward, our first meeting. I'm not gonna go into it here, but yeah. But so parang for me, if someone's attractive, but you don't click, it's nothing.
It is true. Tama.
Right?
Tama. It is nothing. Like yun na yun.
Yun na yun. Like, okay, pogi ka lang.
Yeah,
diba?
but
Okay,
we're not,
pogi ka
there's
lang.
no like connection.
There's nothing here. Yeah. But then we met a couple more times after that. And then I got to know him. And then like I was so glad. Like our attitudes, our morals, as we were talking about a while ago, it matched like crazy the first time we had a
Really?
deep talk.
Wow.
And
Must be nice, bro.
yeah.
Must be nice. Actually,
Maybe.
I'm pretty curious if anyone is in a relationship without like the emotional aspect, I guess. Is that even a relationship, bro?
No, probably meron, but like, you know, like bad attitude. Being in a relationship with someone who has a bad attitude. But you're attracted, very attracted to them.
Gets. I don't know. Maybe like you'd know the answer if you've lived through it.
Oh yeah. It's hard to
It's hard to
It's,
say as an outsider's perspective.
it's
eh.
easier to speak from experience.
It
yeah.
is, yeah. Tama. It's the same thing as like toxic relationships. Like when you're in a toxic relationship, people would be like, "Why can't you just leave?" Like, bro, I
Girl,
used
it's
to
not
be,
that easy.
yeah, I used to be like that. Like, I used to think na like, just leave. Like, if he says something bad about you, just leave. But
Yeah.
it's not easy kasi may attachment na yung like you guys built together, tas may pinagsamahan na rin. So,
Being friends with a lot of people who are in a relationship makes me learn so much about relationship stuff.
no, that's
also.
good. That's good.
Like
that's
parang every relationship is different and it has
good. Yeah.
its own flaws and everything.
So, would you ever date someone who's avoidant?
No.
She said, how would you
I've
describe
never
it?
dated someone avoidant.
Really?
Never.
How do you describe your boyfriend right now? Tumitingin siya.
Wait, what do you mean? In what?
I mean,
in
like,
what?
yung attachment style niya. Like, is he, like, avoidant? Is he anxious?
What are the types again? I
Yan.
don't
Secure,
remember.
avoidant, and anxious.
Secure.
Really?
I think we both are. We
Oh, that's
just
good.
Kasi the stuff that we fight about, it's not even just petty stuff, bro.
Like, small things
yeah,
lang.
yeah. Diba I told you, like
Yeah,
we don't
yeah.
even fight about like
Oo
big
nga,
shit.
Yeah. That's good. That's really good.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's why when like I hear kwento ng friends ko, like away sila, I like put myself in their situation and I'm like, fuck, if that happened to me, I'm off. Like,
Oh, yeah. Like, you wouldn't know what to do then,
yeah,
no?
like it's so, ano na, it's over the line na
Yeah,
eh.
yeah.
Kaya nga, like the thing that I'm saying na, I don't get how they get to stay there.
Gets. Ako
You've
naman.
been there.
Yeah, no, I was like I'm very like anxiously attached kasi I feel like it has something to do with like absent parents nga, like growing up. Well, they weren't super absent, pero yeah, like I think how you grew up affects your attachment style in relationships.
It does. Yeah.
That's why I feel like that's one of the reasons why I'm super like dependent rin if I have a partner. And I feel like yun nga, yung sa last relationship ko, feel ko nasakal din siya in a way. Na I was like super...
Pero nasakal ka din naman. Di ba?
No, more
I
of
don't
me,
know.
I was super kasi, like, always asking, like, where are you? Why aren't you replying? Why aren't you calling me? Diba? Parang nakakainis yun. The more I think about it now, I'm like...
Oh, I witnessed it. When you were at my condo and then you were like calling, diba?
Yeah, I was like super like praning. And now that I think about it, looking back, I'm like, damn, that guy, bro, like, I feel like he held up so much and at one point, parang, he just like kept it all inside and hindi niya nasasabi sa akin. And ako naman, I would think na I wasn't doing anything wrong. Lagi kong like, yung sa isip ko is like, he's always doing something wrong. That's why he's not calling me, he's not doing this and that. Gets ba? But at the same time, like,
Parang napuno na siya, tapos hindi na niya nasabi sa'yo.
I think
Like, nagpatong-patong na.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why I feel like it's very important for you to convey your
open.
thoughts
Yeah.
and like communicate properly.
I feel like I convey my thoughts way too much.
Really?
Like, diba? Like, parang every small thing, I open up about it, right? Like, I get super bothered easily. I mean, it's not always a good thing, but I feel like it's a good thing that I am as expressive as I am. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's good. Yeah, that's good. There's nothing wrong with telling how you feel kasi mas better yun compared to you keep it to yourself tapos bigla na lang it builds into resentment tapos you end up hating your partner.
And it is also important to be ready in a way na you can like speak up for yourself when you enter a relationship because it's really hard like it's really hard to be with someone who like has avoidant attachment or like what's his name?
Avoidant siya.
Yeah, avoidant siya.
Pero I think it also has something to do with the upbringing kasi like your family. Like syempre if I noticed, well, I researched on this, read some books about it. If you're anxiously attached, it's because your parents didn't really was like pretty absent in a way na they would give you like an ultimatum. Gets me?
Yeah.
And then like if you're avoidant, you would like go through something like as a child. Tapos wala like they would like brush it off or think na it's not a big deal. Ganon.
Yeah.
I feel like it has a lot to do with yung upbringing sa family or like
your past experiences.
yes, past experiences.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that your future partner is not responsible to like
yes,
you know.
tama,
Yeah.
I agree. But then ayun nga, that's one thing I want to fix about myself too is because like certain like experiences I've had in life, syempre like I'm not yet healed from everything. There's still like things that I'm healing from, like still in the process. And I want to like
I feel like it's okay to enter a relationship feeling like that if you're fully open to the person you're talking to. That you're
true.
like that,
True,
you know.
true. Pero mahirap din yun eh. Kasi, you know how like there's a saying na the person you love the most can also be the person who hurts you the most. Kasi they know everything about you eh. So parang alam nila kung ano yung makakatulong sa'yo, pero at the same time, they also know what exactly would hurt you. And sometimes, like for some relationships, there would be tendencies when they know it would hurt you, but they still do it.
Then that's toxic as fuck.
Exactly! That's what's bad. That's what's bad. Yun nga. And yeah, I feel like that's why like it's important to heal from your traumas first
Before you
enter a serious relationship, because like what you said nga, it's not your partner's responsibility to heal parts of you that aren't healed yet, because that's like inner work.
Inner work.
Kailangan ikaw mismo yung
because you got into a relationship to be like happy and like not to let your partner like fix you or something.
Exactly, yeah. You know what, bro? I didn't realize how like similar we freaking think, bro. Like genuinely, I was like talking about like starting a podcast with Kirsten like a while back, and like saying that I really enjoy like talking and stuff, and she's like, you should do it, and I was like,
but no, when you told me about like, she asked me if can you be my first guest? I'm like, first guest where? Podcast? Like, what? You're doing a podcast? But it suits you so much because like
really?
You have your thoughts well organized, I would say, like
Really? I don't think
like
that
you speak your thoughts well. Yeah.
For me personally, I feel like I just say what comes into my mind. Sometimes I end up saying things without thinking, which is bad. And it's something
Parang,
I really want to...
di ko pa na-witness na
Really?
ganun. Yeah. I don't think.
Maybe I'm improved. Okay, so why do you think like modern relationships or like modern dating has become harder than like before?
Because everyone just wants to fucking make out.
True. Everyone just wants to like do it, no?
Do it, yeah. Like, it's not, it's not sacred anymore.
I agree. And actually, that's a topic that I do want to talk about in the future. Like, deeply talk about. Because, like, there's just, like, so many, like, aspects to a relationship with, like, people. Not, like, romantic relationships. There's so many aspects to relationships in general. And it's just so interesting to me na how, like, throughout the years, parang umiba yung culture, like, dating culture, no?
Yeah.
Like, before, like, courtship, like, manliligaw.
Grabe yung courtship, no?
Oh, like, they would be outside your house and then they would, like, play the guitar pa and make
there's
harana.
no, kasi before, phones. There's no other way to communicate but to, like, see them or, like...
letter.
Like,
yeah. That's so like interesting, no? But of course,
I
like,
want to experience that once in my life.
time travel ka na,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah,
Ayun.
but
Mm.
our generation right now, I feel like people get in a relationship pretty young.
Or like they take things too fast.
Too fast, yeah,
Yeah.
too fast. Like it's the end of the world or something if they don't get to experience this thing or like.
Mm. So
Yeah.
like, what advice would you give to like, let's say you have like a younger sister, like let's
Mm.
say she's like 16. What advice would you give?
If like she wants to be in a relationship,
Yeah, like, or like in general.
to like take her time, kasi I mean her or his time.
Yeah.
Take
There's
their
no
time
rush,
because yeah, there's so much people to meet. There's so much
things to do.
things to learn. It doesn't if like some people kasi parang anxious sila na they're at a certain age and then their friend group sila na lang yung walang jowa.
Ah, yeah.
Like a lot of people are like that
Oo nga, parang
And I don't
see
think it's a
stuff
problem
online.
at all.
Yeah. I don't think so.
For me,
also.
it would be better to have a relationship
Mm-mm.
in college or after college. To be in a relationship in college
Yeah.
or after college.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that's the age where you're fully developed, I would say.
Oh, yeah. Or
Maybe
like
not
more
fully, but
mature,
like more mature.
Yeah. Tama. Pero I feel like young relationships, that's where like, you have to experience it too. Like having a crush, having an MU,
Oh yeah, of
yung mga
course,
ganon.
yeah.
And I would say, but I would say na I don't regret getting into a relationship
Me
like
too.
before college.
Yeah, but everything happens for a reason.
It does,
Yeah.
yeah. It shapes you to be the person you are today, no? Ayun. So,
Just don't rush into things.
there's a time for everything. That's
Yeah.
what my mom always says. There's a
Yeah.
time for everything.
And if it's not for you, it's not for you.
Tama.
Like don't feel at everything.
Yeah.
Don't rush anything. Don't feel at everything. It's gonna come to you.
Yeah, wise
Eventually.
words by Kirsten Solchai Sang.
Ano?
Wise words by Kirsten Solchai Sang.
Okay.
So, yeah. So, really, like, I'm so thankful for you being here. Like, genuinely, bro.
Yeah.
I feel like we've had, like, so many good conversations that I wish were, like, recorded.
Yeah.
And, like, genuinely, yeah. Because I feel like Kirsten and I went through, like, different, like, stages of each other's lives. And especially me, because, bro, I go through, like, a different stage of life, like, every, like, few months. And she's witnessed, like, a lot.
A lot, yeah.
And
We talk like every single day, no?
yeah, almost every
single day.
And I feel like this is a friendship that I definitely like want to see where like how it goes in the future. Kumakilig, bro.
It's rare. And it's unexpected pa.
Yun
Diba?
nga eh. I really didn't expect for us to click
Same.
much. And
We have the same wavelength also.
yeah, bro, we're like interlinked.
Yeah, interlinked.
And I can't wait to like guest you again, like maybe with other people, like
Yeah.
Sophia, no?
Yeah.
That would be so fun.
Well, this is our first time ever like speaking about serious stuff and it's
Yeah.
gonna be aired in
Yun
public.
nga eh. So
It's kinda-
nerve-wracking.
Yeah, it's kind of scary, but at the same time, this is how we usually are.
Yeah.
And like
A lot of people don't know how you are.
how I am, yeah,
Like,
because I
behind the
don't.
camera.
Yeah, because I always like post about lifestyle,
Like,
fashion,
beauty.
makeup.
Yeah.
I don't really like talk about life in general. So
This
a
is
lot
a
of
good-
people doesn't know about what I think,
This is a
and
good
they
way.
just assume this is a good way. So thank you for inviting me.
Of course, bro. Anytime.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have Kirsten here again next time, but for now, this is where we're gonna end it off. And I hope you guys enjoyed. And there's gonna be more. There's gonna be more. And I'm so
Watch
excited.
out for the next episode, guys.
Yes. Bye-bye.
Bye.